Joining me for more on this is Rashmi Samant. She is a rights activist. She's also the former president of the Oxford University Students Union, who had to put in her papers, who had to quit. And Rashmi, is this like a flashback to February 2021? Is this what you went through?
Absolutely, Gaurav, in many ways. And I think it's absolutely heartbreaking to see another Hindu student on campus go through the exact same thing. The exact accusations of, Islamophobia, of transphobia, of queerphobia, being against these communities without any proof whatsoever, just based on the fact that you're a Hindu, and being stereotyped so badly, being bullied so badly, being harassed so badly. All the traits are here. And I think my heart goes out to Karan, that he has to put up with this on foreign soil, away from home. And it's undoing so much of the effort that he's put in to be at London School of Economics to begin with. I'm sure his entire journey from Haryana to LSE must have been extremely hard. He made it there despite the challenges, and he stood up to be, to serve a larger purpose. And even that dream was curtailed, and that too so brutally, so undemocratically, and in such a discriminatory manner.
Is
I think
this like a systematic campaign? Who's responsible for this? I mean, if it's happening at the Oxford University, if it happened at the Oxford University with you and is happening at the London School of Economics, as Karan puts it, who's responsible for this? Is it organized?
Gaurav, I think it's also happened on the Rutgers campus. It's happening on campuses all across the world. I think it has to do with deep-seated bigotry against the Hindu Dharma in academia. It's absolutely fashionable to say something anti-Hindu, to blame the Hindu Dharma, to call it fascist without understanding its core tenets, to misappropriate it based on colonial tropes, and to spread general misinformation about, Hindus, their dharma and their culture, and by extension villainizing the practitioners of it. I think that is the major problem.
Okay.
You see academics everywhere, putting out anti-Hindu posts left, right, straight. You have Rutgers University, a professor
Yeah.
who did it there. You had a professor at my own university who went after me, saying that Oxford is not ready for a Hindu president, and that they found great pleasure in smashing idols, when they were young. You have the dot busters in, New Jersey, who would hack people with bindis on their head. You see, this is a deep-seated problem, and it's got to do with the way Hinduism has been perceived by the West, and in the way it's propagating these views using media, academia, popular culture, etc., etc. You even have films which stereotype Hindus. You have you have academia is one general thing, and then you even have popular culture villainizing these practices.
So, if
So
I
when
were to remain, in the realm of education for the benefit of this discussion, Rashmi, is there no recourse to justice? Nothing from the university, the administration, or is creating awareness, is being is spreading that message that yes, a section of the academia may do this, but this is the truth. Is this now trench warfare for you, for Karan, and for many others?
in my own case, I had to go against my university. I had to risk my degree, and I got my degree by the end of the day. But I had to fight a long drawn battle for them to finally admit on paper that in fact I was bullied, and I was harassed through and through. And I think that's the recourse. We have to fight back now. And unfortunately, I was just praying that that my incident would set enough precedent for it to not happen again, but it seems like it hasn't, and that it's going to be a lot more fights before there won't be another Rashmi or Karan on campus anywhere in the world.
So what's the message then for Hindus at universities, from universities, where Hindus are targeted? And if I may expand it a little, if we were to talk about the specific targeting of temples in the Midlands in UK, for example.
I think my only message is that stay strong and hold your ground. Do not back off. Do not, succumb to these threats, because the more you do that, the more do they get the leeway to attack you. I think the only recourse is to stand your ground, no matter how unfair it seems. To me, it felt very unfair that I was the one who was targeted of all the people and that I had to go through it. But I had to face it. That was the only way to come out of it. To fight it is the only way to come out of it. To fight injustice with everything you've got, to fight the good fight, and I think that's the only way you can come out. Though it seems unfair that you're the person who's got to do it of the whole community, and I think the community can also rally more behind victims, survivors in fact, and give them all the support that they can to to go through with this. Even with the mandas do so much seva. In the UK,
Yes.
they give out free food day in and day out, and I think they do have a big stake in society, and that they
Yes.
need to push back. They need to put that message far across and fight the
And
good fight
talk about
to retake this.
absolutely enlightenment, spread awareness, spread knowledge, and fight back. Perhaps that's the message you're talking about. Rashmi Samant, for joining me here on India First. Many thanks.